Good evening and welcome from Oregon Davis High School, the home of the Oregon Davis Bobcats. Tonight we have sectional 51 first round action coming your way. It's going to be the Argos Lady Dragons taking on the South Central Lady Satellites. Tonight's game is going to be the first of two here this evening. Game number 2 is going to be coming up after the conclusion of this one, and that's going to feature Oregon Davis against La Crosse. South Central comes into tonight's contest with a 9-12 record on the season. The Lady Dragons are 11-9 on the regular season. Argos's head coach, Gary Teal, is 91-46 in 6 years with the Lady Dragons. And if he can pick up the big win here this evening, he would be 250 wins in his career. Currently sitting at 249 and 156 in 18 seasons of varsity coaching action. Last time out, the Lady Dragons won senior night Saturday at home versus a very improved Westville team with a huge shot by Abby Manikowski at the buzzer in regulation to send it into overtime, and the Lady Dragons pulled out the overtime victory 56-52. Lady Dragons are 4-3 in the 2018 calendar portion of this season. I'd like to welcome everybody in. Andy Stone's back from his potty break. Steve Stricker here with Isaac Smith running camera for us tonight, and Andy just telling everybody this ought to be a great game here between the Lady Dragons and the Lady Satellites.
Well, we were just talking down there. I spoke to Coach Minix before, and I spoke to Coach Teal for a minute, and this is agreed upon to be the most even sectional in the last 10 years for this area. A lot of the teams have really close records. Some of the teams have won and lost to each other and or beat the next team, so it's been kind of a very tough, even keel season, and tonight it's going to start by who shows up.
Exactly, and we've seen that with our Lady Dragons all season long. You know, when they're playing their game and they're very good, and we saw that against Westville, and we also saw it a week before that against Oregon Davis. But then you've got those games with LaVille and John Glenn, and even back at the beginning of the season, Triton and Winnemac, to where, you know, they have a little bit of a let up, you know, in certain points of the game, and, you know, then that's causes them problems. So if the Lady Dragons show up here tonight the way they played on Saturday night, they're going to be in good shape. Now, South Central is another one of those teams. You look at their record, you look at who they've played, you look at who they've beat. You know, it's a very similar situation. You know, they've beat some teams that we've beat. They've beat some teams that we lost to. And it's just, you know, it's a weird situation, you know, looking down their record. And you talk about parity here in this sectional this year. And I talked with Coach Teal before the game against Westville, and that was part of what I was bringing up about this sectional is you can tell me any one of 5 teams win this sectional, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Yeah, it's open. It is. It's totally open. I mean, exclusion of one school that's a little bit off this season that's been growing the program. Every other town and school, small schools, have really upped their games. We've talked about that, about some of the competition we faced this season. And right now, it is just, you know, Oregon Davis beat us, we beat Oregon Davis, you know, and it's just one of those things. Triton beat us, but got beat by Oregon Davis. You know, it's just one of those things. Anybody can do this. It's going to be who shows up and plays their game. And we know what we're capable of. The quality of basketball that the Lady Dragons have exhibited this year has been absolutely outstanding. They've had to do it as a team, more so this year than in the years past. And they really have shined when they've done it. But on the downturn, when they're off a little bit, like you've talked, they're off. And when they're off, it can be kind of devastating to the morale of the girls. They're a very emotional group, and they get down on themselves a little too easy for my liking. But I think that's only the fact that there's only 3 seniors that's been through a lot of tough games over the years. And some of the younger classmen really take it to heart, sometimes a little too much, and too often to where they get in a negative mindset. But you know what? I have an outstanding feeling for the Lady Dragons. And I tell you what, we're going to be broadcasting Friday and Saturday here from Oregon Davis. So I'm excited to see what happens. But I'm telling you right now, we're going through.
Well, South Central comes in with a first-year head coach, Wes Butcher. He's 9-12 in his first season. And their last time out, they lost to La Crosse, 46-42. South Central has not won a game in 2018. They are 0-5 in the 2018 portion of their calendars.
Well, that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's either good for Oregon Davis or it's bad because they are due and they're going to come out and have a tremendous game tonight.
Well, you know
they're
going to be out for the Lady Dragons blood because they've met 4 times in the last 2 seasons. All 4 of those were championship games.
Yes. 2
Winter Classics, 2 sectional championships, all 4 won by the Lady Dragons. So South Central is going to want to get one back. And what we got going here with the sectional, the winner of this game advances to tonight's Friday night's first game, and they will get Culver Community, who had the first round bye. The second game tonight, Oregon Davis at 10-12 and La Crosse at 14-9. That ought to be a great game.
That should be a great one to watch.
I watched the regular season matchup over at La Crosse with Oregon Davis, and Oregon Davis started off and they blew La Crosse out of the gym. One thing that you got to factor into that, though, Justine Charlesworth was not back yet for the Lady Tigers, and she's their all-time leading scorer. So you got to think that game is going to have a little bit different feel, even though it will be here at Oregon Davis. So that winner will advance to Friday's game at 8 p.m., taking on the Triton Lady Trojans, who at 10-12 got the first round bye. So it's a wide open sectional here. Anybody could get to Friday, and once you get to Saturday, one of those 2 teams, it doesn't matter what your records are. You can throw everything out the door, and you got a championship game. So we're getting set to go here. Lady Dragons on the floor. Lady Satellites just came out, and we're going to have some basketball action coming your way here from Oregon Davis High School between the Lady Dragons and the Lady Satellites. Andy, some pretty neat stuff here. First broadcast ever on the brand new Argos TV channel. Mm-hmm. If you have RTC HD, go to channel 341. It's Argos TV 24 hours a day. And this is the first broadcast live on that channel.
Well, you better pull your weight.
All right, we're going to get our national anthem and get some starting lineups. Get going here from Oregon Davis.
Welcome to Oregon Davis High School, host of Sectional 51. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All righty, so the Argos Lady Dragons wearing their home unis. They're wearing their white tops, white pants with black numerals, gold trim. The Lady Satellites are going to be in their traveling dark blue with red letters and white trim, and they will be the guests on the scoreboard here this evening. So we'll introduce the Lady Satellites for you here first.
Well, I tell you what, we got a good crowd here for representing the Lady Dragons, and I see the superintendent. Now, this is a long journey for him from his house because he's in central Indiana, but he's here supporting Lady Dragons and up there with the principal, Mr. Medich. So it's nice to see that everybody's out rooting for the girls, and we want to thank all of our viewers that are tuning in now. Say hi, give a shout out to my lovely wife who is at home. I gotta be brownie points.
Okay, so here we go. This is going to be the Lady Satellites up first. Molly Mueller, number 22, 5'4", senior. Mackenzie Hudspeth, a 5'6", senior, number 24.
This is the subs, just so you know.
Oh,
sorry. They announce all the team when it comes to tournament time. We're starting off golden, Stevie.
It's like I wonder why nobody was running out there.
And now the starting lineups.
5'6", senior, number 21, Lauren Anthony. 5'5", senior, 23, Sarah Smoker. Number 35'10", sophomore, Faith Biggs. Leading scorer, number 33, 6-foot sophomore, Amber Wolf. And 5'9", junior, number 40, Skylar Wildfong. So you really got to watch Wolf. And then Lauren Anthony, the senior, is tenacious on defense. She is a hound on the defensive end of the floor. So the non-starters, got it now. Non-starters for the Lady Dragons, Sydney Shepard, Lexi Vanderweel, or Maddie Vanderweel.
Hoffman.
Barlow.
Swathwood. Parker, who's injured. Her foot's tired. That's what she told me.
And Carlton and Millie Anderson.
Yes, it's been a long season for the Lady Dragons, and they're going to go out tonight and battle again.
All right, your first starter, a senior, 5'4" tall, number 12, Abby Manikowski. And another guard, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Macy Stricker. Another guard, 5'8", sophomore, number 34, Morgan Dunlap. A forward, 5'9" tall, sophomore, number 42, Macy Morris. And the big man in the middle, a 5'10" senior, number 44, Rachel Kuntz.
Well, we've talked about it more than once. Key points of the games, Lady Dragons keep their tough defense they've had all season. Macy incorporated lawyers going out there, bombing the threes and being on fire are key and crucial tonight. They have tremendous shooting skills, and they just need to continue that and keep that fire going.
Wildfong and Kuntz are going to go for the tip. Andy, I don't know if you remember last time we were here, Macy kind of had a nice shooting night, so we'll see if it's the gym. Maybe she can have one here again.
And it's tipped one by Wildfong and kicks it over down in the corner, and Dragons rotating in a 3-2 zone. Kicks it over. Shots up and missed. Rebound goes to Stricker. Battles, hands, and she still manages to get the ball away. Here comes Dunlap and throws it right past Kuntz, and it's out of bounds.
Got in a little bit too much of a hurry there and creates the turnover, so first of the game.
I don't know. I thought that was a foul at the very beginning of the game, but Stricker was able to get the ball over to Dunlap.
Kind of a different look here for the Lady Dragons, running a little 3-2.
3-2 with Morris out top with long arms. Kicking it down low. She beats Kuntz, and she puts it in for two. Kuntz has got to be on the other side of her, and the help side's got to come across there.
And she let Wildfong push her out of the way right there and puts the Lady Satellites ahead 2-0.
Dunlap over to Stricker. Manikowski. As they rotate it well, Dunlap makes a nice little move, kicks it right over to Kuntz and puts it in for 2. That's a great feed.
That was a great feed.
And they're going to collapse on that drive, and that's going to leave that backdoor option open throughout the night. Rotates it over. And there's a steal from Morris, and she keeps it, gets it over to Stricker. Stricker's going to slow it down just a bit, look around, and they set it up. Manikowski wide open for 3, and it's, in and out. Rebound goes towards the Satellites. Kicks it over, and they maintain possession. It rotates back out top of the key. And they are looking in for the lob, and they rotate it back.
Good rotation by Kuntz on that one.
Rebound and a putback, and there it is. It's something the Dragons cannot let happen tonight.
Wildfong with the offensive rebound. She's got all 4 of the Satellites points, and they're up 4-2.
Morris gets it from Stricker. Kuntz fakes. Nice little ball fake. Puts it up, and it's just missed. Rebound, Dunlap. Shots up. No call, no foul.
Well, they're going to let him play.
Yep,
no
they're letting them play.
Called yet. And
the whistle's not been blown, so they're going to let them play. So the Dragons going to step up the defense and be some physical play out there on the bottom of the court. They got the back door, and Manikowski does not. Oh,
no,
she did tip it.
I don't. Did she?
I guess. That's according to the official.
Man, she's like 5'2" right there. I don't know how she got a hold of that one, but they're going to keep it South Central's ball here.
All right, they kick it out. Kuntz with the easy. She just didn't get there. She definitely read the pass well and got in front, but is unable to keep the ball. Backdoor, a little jumper, and it's no good. And it's Dragons ball. And the coach there for South Central, their Satellites, tells her, drive that in. Don't jump shot when there's no one there. Go after it. Dunlap crossover. Gives it to Stricker. Stricker waits. Kuntz. We'll move out of Kuntz. Kicks it. And stolen. Kuntz battles, gets it back, and gets it over to Dunlap.
Well, good work there by Rachel, saving the possession.
Yep. Morris. Look at Morris with the drive. Stricker for 3, and it's just off the mark. A little long. And you notice who they got on Stricker. Travel. They don't call it in the corner. Kicks it over. Wide open for 3, and she's long and misses.
They're going to say Morris knocked that out, so it's going to be the Lady Satellites ball on the baseline to the right.
She's going to the bucket. Throws it back in and stolen by Dunlap. Kicks it over to Kuntz, and it's out of bounds.
A couple of costly turnovers for the Lady Dragons.
You just got to read your team, relax a little bit, and know what's going on there. Just slow it down just a bit. The Dragons are doing fine. This is not a high-scoring game so far. Stricker's got to be aware of the girl behind. And there she is. Shots up, and it misses. Nope, pushed from behind, number 33. And that's good foul for the Lady Dragons. We want her to get as many as possible.
So Wolf is going to pick up her first. And that is the first foul of the game with 4:06 left here in the first quarter.
Wow, half a quarter gone with the first foul of the game. So they're letting them play. Dragons better be aware of it. Manikowski. Kuntz. Dunlap, 3, and it's good.
That's a good sign. Morgan Dunlap has been struggling a little bit outside the arc.
Confidence.
Yeah.
They drive up and no good. Kuntz can't handle the rebound, and she does, and they're going to call a foul on Kuntz. Not a jump ball, but a foul.
So that's going to be the first on Rachel. It'll be the first team foul. And Manikowski's going to take a break. We got Cagney Hoffman going to check in here. The Lady Dragons are back on top 5-4. 3:36 left here in the first quarter.
Hoffman back in. She missed the last game from an illness. Hoping she feels better. I'm going to come back with some tenacity. Kuntz blocks it, and here comes Dunlap. Slows it up. Very good. That's what we want to see. Good rotation, and she's fouled. 21. Right in the body. You betcha.
So there's only 2 team fouls on the Lady Satellites, and those are the 2 that the Lady Dragons like to see getting into some early foul trouble. That one was on Lauren Anthony.
Yep. Stricker's got to get the ball in, and she does. Kuntz drives, goes up, and puts it in.
Good body control that time by Kuntz. And she's come out firing. She's got 4 of the 7 Lady Dragons points.
And stolen by Hoffman. Kicks it over to Dunlap. Dunlap for 3, and just off the mark. Rebound. And she's looking for help. She's kind of struggling. Dunlap needs to turn around. Breaker and Stricker with the foul. Well, one thing she did right. You foul, you make sure they can't score the bucket.
So that's going to put Wolf at the line shooting 2. Need to be the first on Stricker, only the 2nd team foul of the game. And she puts the first one in. So Wolf gets on the board with the free throw.
Well, Dragons are getting some dribble drive penetration. Now they need to watch, and if they have the kick out, they may want to try that. Let's see what can block out here. And Kuntz does very well.
So 1 of 2 from the line for Wolf, and it's a 7-5 game with 2:30 left here in the first quarter.
Morris squares the looks to the basket. Hoffman. Dunlap. Foul. There's a simple foul. That's just, boy, coach is good. Yeah, he's telling her, he's like, what are you doing? You can't reach in like that. That's right in front of the official, and it's across her arm and her body. Great for the Dragons, but the player of this level needs to know that.
Second foul on Anthony here early in the first quarter.
And Dunlap's taking it right at her, and unfortunately gets tipped away. Shots up, weak, rebound. And ball's loose, Hoffman. And it's going to go to the Dragons.
That went off of Amber Wolf right there, out of bounds. So we got a sub getting ready to come in for South Central. Number 44, Linda Kidwell, is going to check in and give Lauren Anthony with 2 fouls.
You got to have her out. 2 minutes left in the first quarter and already 2 fouls. And the second one was just peculiar. Let's just say that. Here comes some Dunlap across the timeline. Kicks it over to Stricker. Kuntz out top to key, looks, fakes, kicks it over to Dunlap, fakes. And it's tipped again. They read the play very well on that one. And kicked by Hoffman. And here comes Manikowski back in, and out comes Hoffman.
Lady Satellites inbound, and Smoker's going to take it baseline right here.
Looks, having some problems, and kicks it way out top. It's over. Shots up, and it's off the mark. Kuntz blocks that, so he can't shoot. Here's another 3 attempt, way off the mark. There's number 44 with the shove from behind.
Well, she got away with it the first time going over Manikowski's back, but not the second time, and that's going to be the foul on Linda Kidwell, her first, team's 4th.
Manikowski did have a pretty good position on her, and she was over, but he had 2. Coach is not happy, and the official's like, she had 2 hands on her. Dunlap with the travel. All right.
Well, the Lady Dragons committing 5 turnovers here in the first quarter.
There's a steal by Dunlap, and she's going to go coast to coast. And puts it in, makes up for that turnover. Tremendous hustle. And that's what the Dragons need to do. Be aware. Go at her. Puts it in for 2. We talk about buckets off of turnovers being huge. Stricker's got to be careful. Posting her up. And straight Kuntz. And it's off of him, and that's great work from Rachel Kuntz.
Another good defensive effort there. The Lady Satellites now committed their 5th turnover in the first quarter as well.
I tell you what, I want to keep our number down, but if you can create chances from them, so far they've not been able to get much off of buckets from ours.
Lady Dragons looking like they may be content trying to get the last shot of the quarter.
Well, it's worked pretty well for the Lady Dragons this season. And maybe if you put it in Manikowski's hands after that big one she had. Morris checks the clock, kicks it over to Kuntz, gives it over to Stricker. And she's going to drive right in, kick it over. Morris for 3 and just off the mark. And Kuntz gets the rebound and she's no call.
Wow.
And no shot.
They're being consistent.
Yeah, they're being consistent. They're not blowing the whistle. I thought Kuntz definitely got hammered. It was a good attempt.
All right, after 1 quarter of play here at Oregon Davis, the Lady Dragons with a 9-5 lead over South Central. We're going to take a break and come back here with second quarter action on RTC4.com.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, welcome back here. Second quarter getting set to go. It was a good first quarter for the Lady Dragons. Morgan Dunlap had 5. Rachel Kuntz had 4. For the Lady Satellites, Amber Wolf 1 point. Wildfong had 4. So that's your scoring, 9-5 after 1.
Well, you know what? I don't mind scoring 9 when you can hold a team to 5. You know, that's pretty good defensive effort, especially on Wolf. Only 1 point, and she's by far the leading scorer of their team.
The biggest thing I know that Coach Teal's going to want to clean up is the turnovers.
Yep.
5 first quarter turnovers.
I'd have to tell you, though, the Dragons responded with a fair amount of steals to help combat that, but you do have to keep control of that ball. Kuntz with the fake, kicks it right over to Dunlap and puts it in.
What a dish from the center, Rachel Kuntz, finding Morgan Dunlap for the easy bucket.
They collapsed on her, and then that pass was right open for her.
That was like, Jason Kidd-esque right there.
And I tell you what, the Satellites just look like they got zero confidence. She's driving
Charge!
In. Oh, and they're going to call Dunlap for the foul, and that's her second. I think. Is that her second? No, it's only her first.
Yeah.
So what she should do is just slow her down and let the help side get in position to draw that charge. We need Manikowski over there.
Yeah. Boy, that sure looked like she was there.
Yeah, she pretty much pretty close to beating her to the position. There's help side, shots up, missed, and here comes Morris with the rebound. Kicks it over.
Good defense there, the shot, and a nice rebound by Morris.
Dunlap, Stricker fakes. Kicks it over to Kuntz. Somebody over there yelling, hit it. Nice fake out of Mankowski. Back over to Kuntz. Kuntz for 3, and it's in! Rachel Kuntz for 3!
Oh, she's on fire. She's got 7 of the 14 for the Lady Dragons.
Well, we're excited because that's typically not the shot she takes, and there's her second foul. But she put it right in.
Wow, that was smooth and confident right there by Kuntz.
Coach Teal's telling her, hey, just hands up. Let her score that if she can. But she was –
yeah, well, we've seen that. They haven't really been able to finish that. So now you're giving them a chance. Carr at the line, and she's off.
And she's got a different free throw routine. And Vanderweel, freshman, going in for Kuntz.
Well, all cards are on the table for Coach Teal here tonight. You know, no worries about JV quarters or anything like that. And we've seen Maddie Vanderweel come in and have some good minutes for the Lady Dragons, and she's earned it.
It's short, and rebound right there. The freshman comes in and gets the rebound. And the Dragons have opened up a 14-5 lead. And here we go with Stricker on the ball. Let's see what we can do. Kicks it over. Vanderweel. Morris with the bucket. Dragons smooth as silk, and there it is, a timeout from South Central Satellites.
The Lady Dragons open up a 11-point lead, 16-5, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break, come back here from Oregon Davis in just 30 seconds.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus.
Right.
Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
Mason.
Well, Andy, you and I were just talking here during the timeout, and you know they've shut down Macy Stricker with the big wolf on her.
Yeah.
And the other girls have stepped up huge. Kuntz with 7 points. Lady Dragons right now are on a 14-1 run. Satellites opened up the game with a 4-2 lead, and now it is 16-5.
Well, we talked about it. Macy will be more than happy to give up scoring to let the team win. She doesn't care.
Right.
The Dragons are going to go through, and as long as they keep playing the way they have and just being smart, you know what the officials are doing. They're not calling that much, so you just battle. Use your body and work at it. So here we go.
Switching it up now, a little 2-3 zone here for the Lady Dragons.
And Morris is still out top. Here's the lob in, and they get it back. And that lob's not working very well. Wolf. Shot up, missed, and Vanderweel with the rebound. 2 straight rebounds out of the freshman sub.
And you see that, you know, like we said, with people stepping up big, and then Vanderweel's come in, had a couple big rebounds.
Well, Stricker has it. Looks, relaxes, over to Dunlap. Drives, Morris fakes. Gives it over to Vanderweel. Vanderweel drives, gives it over to Morris. Morris, little jumper, and it's good! Vanderweel saw Morris, and Morris wasn't really ready, but noticed that, hey, I'm open, and puts it in. Kicks it back out. Here's a quick 3. It's going to be short, and it's out of bounds. Dragons basketball.
You know, that shot right there by Macy Morris, we had our junior high and elementary pictures in Gym 2 tonight, and the whole time we were taking pictures, Maddie Vanderweel and Macy Morris were in there working their tails off getting ready for this game, and it's showing right now for the Lady Dragons.
Well, Vanderweel's got 2 big rebounds and then another big assist, and it's going to be Dragons ball again, tipped out of bounds, and she takes a seat.
Good hustle that time by number 23, Smoker, but unable to save it. So the Lady Dragons save the turnover.
Stricker gets it, fakes, Vanderweel. Drives, nope, kicks back. Smart play, kicks it over to Stricker. Stricker's like, let's set it up. Morris, Manikowski. Here comes a trap. Manikowski battles through it. Gets it over to Dunlap. Stricker. Manikowski fakes, and Stricker's wide open for the 3, and it's just off the mark.
Smart play by Vanderweel.
Yes, you see her straight up and down. Didn't go over the back, and that's a good position. Didn't get the rebound, but that's better than creating a foul. Passes in, shots up, and it's missed. And Manikowski drags him to the ground. Of all players, it's Manikowski every time. You gotta love it.
And you saw that just a few seconds before that. She took the
charge.
Yep. They didn't get the call, but she was on the ground twice in one sequence right there.
Well, we've talked about it before. Our point of view is it's either a charge or a block. You got to blow the whistle when somebody hits the ground that hard. But nothing happened, and there's a good steal from Stricker. Manikowski kicks it back to Dunlap. Good defense from Stricker, and now it's a trapping defense, and they're going to try that. But that's going to leave somebody open for the Dragons. Stricker, relaxed, picks up Gibbrell, kicks it over to Dunlap. She's going to drive in, gives it over to Stricker. Stricker kicks it right down to Manikowski. To her feet, she gets the ball back, battles through, and
What?
yikes. That's no rough.
The girl was standing on her foot. I
Yep.
don't know how she could even travel.
Bags were packed.
So the turnover is credited to the Lady Dragons. Only the first of the second quarter. 13-point lead here with 3:38 left in the first half. Nice.
Off of Vanderweel.
Vanderweel has played solid coming in here off the bench, the freshman. She's a big girl. What is she listed at?
5'8".
5'8". Yeah,
5'8".
she's a solid 5'8".
And it's a block, and it's out of. Ooh.
No, she hit it. Yeah.
But the girl was standing out of bounds when she touched it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the refs are discussing it. I think the younger ref here, he saw
He said
the way
she
you
was
did,
out of bounds when she touched it, so
and
he got overruled.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Well, you got to give them credit. They're talking it over.
Manikowski coming to take a break. Good work out of Manikowski. Shots up, or passes up. Here she drives all the way in.
Well, that's a little inconsistent call right there.
No doubt.
They've not
Weak
called
cheese.
anything like that, and then all of a sudden they called Macy Morris on nothing really.
And they give her the and one opportunity. And she's off on that. She is not on tonight.
Another
Vanderweel
rebound.
gets the rebound.
Wolf 1 of 3 from the line, and Vanderweel's got 3 big rebounds for the Lady Dragons.
Kicks it over. And there's a turnover by the Dragons. Shots up, misses. Wolf and Morris blocks her, and she's going to be called for the foul.
Well, that's going to be a second quick one here on Morris. And another turnover, second of the quarter for the Lady Dragons. Now
That's all stems from a poor call. I'm sorry.
All right, we got a timeout. Coach Teal wants to talk it over with the girls. 3:08 left to go here in the first half. Argos with a 18-7 advantage. We're going to take a break and be back here in 30 seconds.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, Lady Dragons need to kind of find their composure here. Coach Teal wants to talk it over with them. A little bit of a run here for the Lady Satellites. They did put a bucket in and getting some momentum here. Second foul on Macy Morris. And with 3:08 left to go here, the Lady Dragons up by 11. They don't want to lose any of that momentum that they got in the first quarter.
You're almost determined to see what's going to go on if the Lady Dragons can get their composure back. They haven't lost it, but it's just working.
So Amber Wolf at the line. She's been struggling here. One of three.
Yep. And she makes that one.
2 of 4 for Wolf. She's got 6 points. And it's a 10-point Lady Dragon lead with 3:08 left.
And that one's going to be in also.
So she hits them both. Brings it down to a 9-point Lady Dragon lead.
Double dribble there. Got away with a double dribble. And there's a bad pass by Morris, another one. And Dunlap's the only one back. Charge. She was in position the whole time.
Is that Anthony?
Yes, and that is
third.
She was standing there, camped.
So Lauren Anthony picks up her third. Great defensive play there by Dunlap.
And the coach told her, you got to go up like this. You can't lower your shoulder. It's going to sell that.
Lady Dragons have got to.
And there they break it. Morris, wide open. What a pass and what a put in. Dunlap just coasted it right to her.
Just
and
run
Morris
right underneath it like, great quarterback.
Oh, what a hit. That's a great, great vision. And that's how you break that. Full court pressure. Shots up. It's a 3, and it's good. The first one all night for the Lady Satellites.
That was Biggs, and that was a big three-pointer for South Central.
Morris gets it. Hoffman. And she can't handle the pass, and it's just a little low and couldn't handle the pass. But it was a good vision, just wasn't quite what she needed.
Phelan Anthony, a 5'5 freshman, number 32, checks in for Lauren Anthony.
She's got 3 fouls, and she's going to be out the rest of the half. Satellites down by 8. Answered back after that beautiful play from the Lady Dragons by putting in a 3. Wolf kicks it out. Kicks it over. Top of the key. And here comes the long pass, and it's over and out of bounds. Turnover for the Lady Dragons.
Only the second here in the second quarter after 5 first quarter turnovers for South Central.
Dunlap has it, and here comes the trapping offense or defense from the Satellites. Dunlap takes it the opposite way, kicks it over to Morris. And it's turnover for the Dragons. Stricker got her with the foul. And now that's 2.
That was a frustration foul by Stricker right there. They've had a couple of bad passes getting picked off on the top.
Just going out in the corner and hurting ourselves on that trap. Shots in.
And they're going to make us pay. Phelan Anthony, the freshman, puts in the free throw.
And Manikowski should switch with Vanderweel.
Yeah.
But she can get a good over-the-back call if she blocks out correctly here in case they miss it. And she puts it in.
2 for 2 for the freshman right there. Those are big. It's a 6-point Lady Dragon lead.
Oh, the Dragons have kind of not been able to handle this, and that's a little bit better out of the Lady Dragons coming across the timeline with ease. Picks up the dribble, and there's another steal. Manikowski can't get. Shots up, misses. Over the back, no call. Wolf. And there's one. And the Lady Dragons have fallen apart in the second quarter.
Well, it starts with 6 turnovers. That's right there, and all of a sudden that 13-point lead is down to.
Are you kidding me, girls?
4. Still says 20-14 there. It's a 4-point with an extra free throw coming up. And it's all due to the pressure by the Lady Satellites and the lack of ability by the Lady Dragons to handle it. We're going to keep it here. It's just a 30-second timeout, and they went to the last 3 minutes with 1 turnover in this quarter, the Lady Dragons, and they've committed 5 since then.
Oh, my word.
11 first-half turnovers for the Lady Dragons, and it's costing them big time. And what was once a hefty lead for the Lady Dragons is now a 4-point lead, and could be a 3-point lead here with Amber Wolf with a free throw opportunity.
Well, I like to be as positive as possible, but you've got to handle the ball better than that. It's a trapping defense. You don't go back out in the far corner and let them trap you. It's kind of a simple process. Misses, rebound, goes to Stricker. Minute 4. Dragons still up by 4. Manikowski. Hoffman. Fouled from behind.
Going to get number 32.
Yep.
That's the freshman Anthony.
Now,
with her first.
One thing I can say is the first quarter, you had to get butchered to get a foul, and now they've kind of switched it, and there's a lot of touch fouls, kind of for both now. But they need to be a little bit more consistent, because now both teams are really playing physical because they had to, and now the little ones are starting to get called. Stricker has it way out top. Vanderweel picks the dribble up. Oh, backdoor, look at that. And Hoffman needs to lay that in and get that foul and throws it between the legs of Dunlap.
That's the third time that we've seen that pass where they can't seem to get that bounce pass to
It's
Cove.
gone to right at their feet or behind it, and it's caused problems for the Lady Dragons.
You got to realize that they're coming at the basket. You've got to throw that bounce a little different like that.
I want to see Hoffman take that up. She had a layup to battle for. She can get the and one on that. She's quality. She's got to have that confidence. Wolf kicks it over. Here's a three, and it's no good. And shots up, and it's no good. Rebound Stricker, and Dragons are going to go into the halftime with a 4-point lead.
Well, the Lady Satellites had a great second quarter, forcing 7 turnovers for the Lady Dragons. 11-11 is actually the
turnover?
No, the score was actually 11-11. I guess we had built up our lead in that second quarter and then lost it. But we're going to take a break. We'll come back here with our halftime stats and get ready for third quarter action from Oregon Davis High School. You're watching game number 1 coverage of Sectional 51. Argos leads 20-16 at the half. All right, good evening. Welcome back. That's not what I wanted. Oop.
Thanks for joining us. Scott Sager here with you with RTC TV4's Legal Minute, sponsored by Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins, LLP here in Rochester. Today we have managing partner Ted Wagoner here with us. Welcome.
Thank you, Scott. Glad to be here.
Ted, what are we going to talk about today, legal-wise?
Well, today I thought we'd talk a little bit about starting a business.
Oh, excellent topic.
Good. As you know, businesses can be as simple as popping up a lemonade stand on the corner to the complexities of international corporations, and we've all seen businesses from all sizes.
Yes.
In our experience here in Rochester and Fulton County, we've created hundreds of businesses for our clients.
Okay.
And in creating businesses, you know, we've got some experience, and so we know how to help people decide what needs to be in the business, what doesn't need to be in the business.
Gotcha.
What kind of business entity do you want? Do you want a proprietorship where you and maybe friends or family are the owners, or do you want something a little more formal so that you can make transfers of the ownership and provide protection? So that's what we're looking at, Scott.
Interesting. So there are, again, a number of forms of business or companies,
right?
Formulations of companies, partnerships, LLPs, LLCs, S corps, etc.
C corps.
C corps.
Right.
As if I'm an entrepreneur watching this right now and I'm thinking I'm going to start my business soon, are those decisions made prior to even starting up the business and saying I'm going to give this a go?
Those are decisions that need to be made at the earliest stages.
Okay.
Now, if you're operating out of your garage for a few years, operating a body shop or an engine repair operation, you may be able to do it for a few months or a few years. But once you start to look at hiring an employee or entering into some contracts, people are going to want to know that you're substantially in business.
Yeah.
And that's when you want to set it up, and set it up correctly.
Interesting. Very good. So when folks are thinking about starting their own business in any case, a lot of them would go to maybe a Fedco to start out to find out some information.
Right.
But the legal entity of it, you and your firm here can really provide some great startup information for them based on your experience of starting hundreds of businesses here in Fulton County, or helping to start
Exactly.
these businesses here in Fulton County.
Obviously, it's the business person who's starting the business,
Right.
but we are facilitating, we're making sure they understand what they're doing. Occasionally, more often than occasionally, I'll have somebody come in and say, here's a book of stuff I was given, but I don't know what it means. Do I have partners? Do I have other owners? Am I the president? Or the Secretary of State sent me a notice saying I'm late on filing something. What does that mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we make sure that all of our clients understand as they go through the process.
Very good points there, Ted, for sure. So Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins, if I have interest in a business, or if I've received one of these letters about my business from the Secretary of State or Department of Treasury or one of these, is that something that I can simply call in and try and get an appointment, and you guys can help me sort it out and help me understand what I've got before me?
Yes, all of the lawyers here are familiar with it.
Okay.
We can work with you. We can describe and discuss your situation either for a consultation fee, or it may grow even bigger than that in helping you to solve the problem.
Okay.
When you do that, just give us a call. Either ask to speak with me or with Andy or with Rachel. And if you don't know who you want to talk to, our capable staff will guide you to the right lawyer.
Yeah. Now, do you see, once you help someone to start their business, I'm sure that they retain attorneys to help them run their business in some cases. Would you say that you're seeing a lot of new businesses and entrepreneurs coming in these days, let's say over the past 5 years?
Over the past 5 years, we've seen a nice group of businesses open up. Of course, in the 2008, 9, 10 period, it was a little slow, although statistics show that that's always the best time to open a business, is when people are a little bit afraid, because you're able to step in and meet a need that other potential entrepreneurs are just a little hesitant to get into. But yes, we see a lot of this happening. We're glad to work with anybody when it's time to address it, or even if you're just thinking about something I'm going to do in the next 2 or 3 years, you'll have a better understanding when you're starting to plan your business plan, if you're going to sit down with your banker or with your accountant.
Well, and yes, it always makes more sense to put the ducks in a row before you get going here.
Exactly.
Ted was with us over at Fedco when I went through their next level course on business entrepreneurs.
Right.
And you gave some very sage advice in the early days. One of those things was to make sure that you focus on what your business is and not get lost in the extraneous that comes with it. In other words, don't try to diminish your focus to a point where you want to try and be all things to all people. Stay focused on your business.
It's hard to start out and be Walmart.
Yes.
You have to grow into
Yes,
that.
you do.
You may want to start out and be a one item or a 2 item shop before you grow beyond that. That's a good point, Scott.
Well, excellent, excellent. Well, all the lawyers here at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLP in Rochester, they are happy to help you. And as we talked in one of the earlier segments, they've got a wonderful support staff, and those ladies will take great care of you as well. So if you have any questions whatsoever regarding any facet of law, whether it be opening a business or helping with your business needs or estate planning or family law, whatever the case, please give them a call here. You've got the website and your phone number on the screen. Ted, a pleasure. I'm sure we'll see you again on another one of our legal minutes here on RTC TV4.
Thank you, Scott. Just want to remind people that we've designed this law firm to be here for your present and your future legal needs.
Excellent. So they've been here for a while, and they'll be here for a while to come.
Over 50 years.
Over 50 years. My goodness. Well, thank you again for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
All right, welcome back. We're getting set for second half coverage here from Oregon Davis High School, where the Lady Dragons holding on to a 4-point lead, 20-16 at the half. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on RTC4.com and for the first time ever on Argos TV. If you have HD at home with the RTC network, you can tune to channel 341 and get all of the Argos coverage you want, everything Argos. It's Argos TV HD 341 on RTC TV4. All right, first half scoring. The South Central Lady Satellites battled back. The Lady Dragons had taken a 12-point lead in the second quarter, and South Central battled back to get it back to within 4, which was the same advantage that the Lady Dragons had after 1. The scoring for the Lady Satellites, Wolf had 7, Wildfong had 4, Faith Biggs with 3, and Phelan Anthony with 2. 7 first half turnovers for the Lady Dragons, or Lady Satellites. Dunlap and Kuntz led the Lady Dragons with 7 each, Macy Morris with 6. And the big thing for the Lady Dragons was 12 first half turnovers, including 5 in the last 3 minutes of the first half, which is what fueled that run by the Lady Satellites. And Lady Dragons are going to have to come out. Right now, the momentum is all over the Lady Satellites. They have all the momentum, and Lady Dragons are going to have to find a way to get back to what they had there going into the first and into that first part of the second quarter.
Dunlap kicks it over to Stricker. Here's the trapping defense. It's kind of a simple break. Kicks it over, Morris, Manikowski. And there's the cross-court pass, and Kuntz breaks in and is tipped out of bounds, Dragon Ball. Morris saw Kuntz break into the basket. Manikowski, here comes the trap. Bounce pass, Stricker, long 3, and it's good. That's the way to start out the second half.
She was held scoreless in the first and comes out firing and gives the Lady Dragons a 7-point lead.
Wolf went to trap, and it left it open for Stricker, and there's a steal.
That was all, that was all
pure
Manikowski.
Pressure. Stricker got a nice pass from the other team on that one. Dunlap battles through it, kicks it over. Manikowski, little bucket, and it's in.
That's the way you get the momentum back. You come out and you hit the first 2 shots.
Well, that was about the same shot she took to tie the game the other night.
It was, yeah.
Maybe good defense out of the Dragons. They're kicking it down. Here comes South Central Satellites. Here's a 3, and it looks like it's good. It's short, and rebound goes to Morris. Kicks it over to Stricker.
Well, good start here for the Lady Dragons. Let's see if they can keep their composure.
Manikowski. Morris. Manikowski rotates it right back over to Stricker. Picks her dribble up after 1. Kicks it over to Dunlap. Morris gets the ball. Kicks it right out. Manikowski for 3, and it's off the mark. Could have been a foul. Luckily, Kuntz didn't get called. And there's a quick hand, and Dunlap gets the steal.
Change speeds, change directions. Good job there by the sophomore Dunlap.
Puts it over to Manikowski. Down to Morris. Manikowski. Now they're back favoring Stricker. Here comes the trap. Puts it over. Hand smack. Ball's loose. Manikowski recovers. And there's a foul, and that's a great foul for the Lady Dragons.
There's a couple little things that the Lady Dragons are not doing, and that's you saw Dunlap right there. She changed speeds, changed directions, and just got right out of it. That's the way you do that. And then over here, you got to attack that pass. We're waiting for that pass to come to us, and they're getting in those passing lanes, and you've got to go to that pass. The more aggressive player is going to get the ball.
Nice play out of Dunlap. Kuntz fakes, gets shut down, and there's a jump ball. That's going to be Lady Satellites.
I like the aggressiveness, but she takes it right there into the double team. You got to. That's right there. The same thing. You can't drive.
The other thing we've seen is 1-2 dribble, pick up the ball. You can't do that. You got to work it to where you can create an open line for the player making the cut. All right. So Lady Dragons need to take it right at number 21. She's in back for the Satellites with 3 fouls. And there's a steal.
Don't stop your.
And she did pick it up, gives it over to Manikowski.
That's not a foul.
Well, they didn't call it at the other end, so they're not going to call that one. And no foul again, and Stricker misses it. And Lady Satellites, the ball's loose. Here's a quick three, and no good. Over the back.
All right, so the Lady Dragons luck out there. That was a bad turnover right there in midcourt.
Well, could have been two different times where the foul was called against Manikowski, and they didn't get it on her. I mean, not her herself, but on her. And she hit the ground pretty hard.
Yep, Phelan Anthony gets her second. Lady Satellites 2 fouls.
Morris for three, and it's good!
Yes, Macy Morris and
full
the Lady
timeout.
Dragons.
There it is. Lady Dragons come out shooting like they're supposed to. Wow.
6-8 unanswered to take a 28-16 lead, and that's the way to answer the momentum that South Central had going into the half. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Be back here from Morgan Davis in that amount of time.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All righty.
All right, welcome back here. We got an update from, well, I don't know where they're playing at, but Tippecanoe Valley girls beat Lakeland 53-29. They'll move on to the semifinal round, play Wawasee on Friday
Plymouth
at 6 p.m.
Yes, Plymouth is down by 16 against Elkhart.
Elkhart
Central.
Yeah.
So things aren't looking well, and they're in the fourth quarter, so going to have to do some work up there for the Lady Pilgrims.
All right, about halfway through the third here.
Long pass. She gets it over to Wolf. Stands the ground. Misses. Rebound, Kuntz. Smart play. There's Rachel Kuntz not swinging and giving an opportunity to shoot the free throws. Manikowski. Morris is low. Gets the ball. Shot. Turns. Tries to get it through. And no foul called. Dragons ball off of South Central.
Well, that's hard to call.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to call because you're going away from the basket. If she would have took that up and to the basket,
but
she would have
you
forced
can
them.
still see an arm on there. But
yeah,
Stricker, Kuntz, back over to Stricker. Dunlap gets it, moves, goes. Stricker wide open for three. And it's off the mark, and Lady Dragons with the rebound. Dunlap gets the offensive board, and that's huge. Passes it over to Manikowski.
Sure she did.
Passes it over to Stricker.
Sure she did.
Good work. Now Stricker for three, and that's good.
I love
there it is.
I love it. She kept shooting, and she's got 6, and all of a sudden it's a 15-point Lady Dragon lead.
Morris kicks it on a defense end.
That's over. No, that wasn't tipped. Who tipped that?
Great defense, and it's off of South Central. That's Dragons ball.
Yeah, good play.
You betcha.
Good defense there by the Lady Dragons.
Man, Stricker touched it, and
I'm going to have to go to the replay on that. Who touched that? I don't think anybody
Morris
touched
didn't
that.
touch it.
Nobody touched that.
It was over back. It's all right. We still got the ball.
Yep. All right. Yeah. 3:29
Catching
left
our breath here.
In the third.
31-16, but this is not over by any means. We saw the Lady Satellites come back earlier, and the Dragons need to maintain composure. And Morris gets the ball, looks, turns, gives it over to Dunlap. Dunlap spins the other way, shot.
Oh.
No foul, and misses the shot, and that's a good attempt.
Nice left hand there by Dunlap. Charge. No.
And Manikowski didn't get set, but she takes it tough.
That's only the first on Manikowski. The team's first here in the second half. She still took a good shot on that one.
She's tenacious. All 6 foot of her.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, shot's open, and it's off the mark. Oh, she had rested her hand on her back, unfortunately.
She didn't need to do that.
She didn't need to at all.
Was in position.
Her third. And the Dragons going to have to be careful now. You don't want a cheap one. Shot. It's good for 2.
Wild Fong puts it in. She's got 6, and it brings the Lady Satellites back to within 13.
Dunlap. And Kuntz is saying, hey, watch it. When told the official when she's going by, she's getting held when she tried to make her cut. Now they're covering Stricker again. Kicks it back out to Manikowski. Makes the run. Kicks it over. Dunlap. Gonna drive. Kicks it over to Morris. Morris up for 2,
nice.
And it's good work. Dunlap to Morris again.
Macy Morris, we've seen her come up huge in some games this year, and this has been another one of those. Ooh.
Whee.
She didn't move her foot,
I guess
but it was
not.
close.
Shots up. Rebound. Kuntz with the rebound. Kicks it over to Manikowski.
That was good, smart defense, and a huge rebound there for Rachel Kuntz.
Well, you like to see how the seniors are just coming together at the end of the season and making everyone work harder and do the right things. Dunlap goes, drives, shot, and she's shooting 2.
She's going to go to the line.
Hopefully it's number 21. Let's see. Nope.
30-40.
30-40?
30-40. Wilfong, that's her
Wilfong,
first.
Her first, yep. 30-40.
There's an echo in here, even with that carpet.
Yeah,
Arr.
with the shag.
33-18 Dunlap at the line for the first time here this evening, and she puts the first one in.
Awesome. Update, Plymouth goes down 49-33.
I'm supposed to tell you that sectional was at Fairfield for Valley.
Okay.
3A sectional. I would have to say that Valley's probably favored to win that.
And this is the second.
1-2 for Morgan from the line. 16-point Lady Dragon lead.
And
Block.
Dunlap with the block, but they get the rebound, misses. Shots up and misses. And Vanderweel's going to be called for the foul.
Maddie Vanderweel back into the game.
Don't say that she was shooting that.
She was. She was,
She
really.
didn't have her hands on it. It was still
No.
bouncing around from the rebound.
No, she was.
I'm
not gonna disagree with that.
That's clamming. That's clamming. No way.
See,
All right.
Isaac agrees. And the free throw is good by Kidwell. Her first points for her. And she goes 2 for 2. 34-20, minute 28 left here in the third.
Dunlap comes across, kicks it over to Morris. Morris drives to the bucket. Little jumper, just off the mark. 14-point lead. Here comes the Dragons. Got to get in defensive formation. Here it is, the shape, and it's blocked by Morris. Ball's loose, shots up, and there's a foul. Number 21 over the back. No, they're not going to give it to her.
They're going to get it on Mueller. Her first.
That was a frustrating swat by 21, and it ends up calling it on 22.
So we're approaching the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. 14-point Dragon lead.
Hoffman gets the ball in the corner, kicks it out to Vanderweel. Vanderweel, Dunlap.
Oh, Macy went out.
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
Manikowski and Macy Stricker's out at the moment, letting them get through this this quarter without any more fouls. Dunlap's going to drive and get stuffed, and they save it.
That's good.
And look at Hoffman with the steal, and she's fouled afterward.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoffman with the sneaky hands, and that's just great play.
That was a great defensive effort. She snuck in there from nowhere.
Got it. And then the second effort, diving on the floor, and then she gets hammered, and they call the foul.
Hudspeth with the foul, and that's the 5th team foul.
Daughter
on the
of
Satellites.
Steve Hudspeth, Argos alumni, graduated in 1989 with Joey's class.
How big is that option for Matt? Oh.
And not sure, and missed again.
She might have got it.
She might have got it with the travel, but then the rebound and the second putback was got away with the foul for them, so, it's kind of equal. Here's a quick three, and it's air ball. And look at Vanderbilt, just block out, let it go. It's ours. We're not worried about it. So many players go after it and try to save it under the opponent's basket.
Never do that under the opponent's basket. 4 seconds left, third quarter.
Dunlap's going to go. Shots up, and no good.
Boy,
She lost it.
close.
She was looking to get it to Morris and lost control of it.
Well, that was a great third quarter.
Much
Lady
better.
Dragons outscoring the Lady Satellites by 10. Actually, yeah, so they only scored 4, so 14-4 in that quarter. We're going to take a break, come back. Fourth quarter action here in 30 seconds.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All righty, the Lady Dragons are 8 minutes away. If they can hold on to this 14-point lead, we're not going to say anything else. 34-20 here after 3 quarters of play over the South Central Lady Satellites. And the big thing on that third quarter, Andy, that really accelerated the Lady Dragons to a great quarter was only two turnovers for Argos versus 7 in the second quarter.
Well, that makes a huge difference. That's all there is to it.
They've settled in, and really, this trapping defense, they're handling it, and then
a little late pass, and it's a turnover.
I start to give them kudos, and then they turn it over.
Shots way off. Rebound goes to Wolf. Kicks it out. Here's a three, and no good. Long, and Hoffman's going to get the rebound. Kicks it over to Stricker. Stricker checks her shoulder because he sees somebody, and it's the official. Morris. No foul. Yikes. Hoffman. Kuntz. Kuntz fakes.
Nice.
Lays up.
Nice.
And rolls it in for the great bucket.
Rachel Kuntz, what a drive. She's had a huge game. She's got 9 for the Lady Dragons, and they are up by 16 now. And Dunlap almost gets the steal.
Yep. Good work.
Lady Dragons playing the passing lanes. They're handling the pressure trapping defense by the Lady Satellites right now, and the momentum has definitely swung back in the favor of Argos. Number 42, Caitlin Rudolph, checks into the game, 5'3" junior.
She gets on the court and right back out to throw the ball in. Wolf way out high, and the Dragons are going to be fine with her out there. And they throw it away, and it's going to be Dragons basketball.
Wolf was non-existent in that third quarter for the Lady Satellites. Had a big first half with 7 points, and that's where she sits still.
Here's the trap. Gets over to Hoffman. Hoffman to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to drive in. Stops, kicks it right back out. Oh, and she's stuffed. Kicks it over, and it's in the corner. Here's where the Dragons need to trap. Oh. Shots up. And that's a great rebound from Kuntz. Gets it over to Dunlap, all in one play. Dunlap comes down. Kicks it over to Kuntz. Ball's loose. Turnover. Dragons need to slow it down and settle down. Hoffman just stands there and makes it difficult.
Well, Wolf with a good play there. Gets on the board.
They are handsy. I cannot believe they don't blow the whistle more. Stricker has the ball, settles down, gives it over to Hoffman. Stricker. Look at Morris. And they get to Dunlap. Morris wide open. Now the Dragons are rotating the ball very well. Dunlap drives. Hoffman. Little shot, and she's fouled from behind.
Nice vision there by Dunlap, finding the 5-foot Hoffman under the basket. And she's going to go to the line. Smoker gets called with the foul. That's her first. team 6, so the Lady Dragons will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way out. And Hoffman, she's done very well from the line this year, and she puts the first one in. It's her first points of the night. 15-point Lady Dragon lead again. Second free throw for Hoffman is short and almost. I thought Kuntz was going to get that.
She just waited. She didn't want to get another foul. Wolf kicks it low. Kuntz, great defense. Ball's loose, stolen by Stricker. And Stricker's trying to get that foul. Smart play. Morris in the corner by herself. Drives back, kicks, and throws it in. Dunlap, ball's loose and turned over.
You got to watch that. We can't throw that ball in the corner.
And rebound. Wolf fouled by Morris. She's shooting 2.
It's going to be the third on Macy Morris. It's going to put Wolf at the line shooting 2. She's got 9 on the night.
Coach Teal's calling a full timeout. Icing the shooter. Hoffman's coming out. Manikowski in.
Take a break. Come back here in 30 seconds. From Oregon Davis High School, you're watching RTC TV4 and Argos TV on HD 341.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argos and Rochester.
All right, welcome back. Lady Dragons with a 37-22 lead. Amber Wolf at the line shooting 2. She's 3 of 6 from the line. She has 9 points on the night. Foul was on Macy Morris.
Her third. Wolf's off. She's not had her best game tonight.
3 of 7.
I was going to say she's not 500 yet, even at the free throw line. And that one's good.
So Wolf puts it in. She's got 10, 4 of 8, and it's a 37-23 Lady Dragons lead.
Breaks the press. Stricker gets it over to Manikowski, to Dunlap. Back over to Stricker. Calls a travel. I didn't see her pick her foot up, but I don't know. Here we go. Turnover. Dragon's going to have to settle down. Wolf gets a nice pass and puts it in for 2.
Well, she got the inside position that time. The lead's back to 12. Lady Dragons have to watch this run here.
Morris cuts across, has 3 on her. And there's a foul, 22 or 32 with the down swing. No.
21, Anthony. That's her fourth.
That's a great call for the Lady Dragons.
And right here's where it's going to be important. They did a good job the other night against Westville from the line, and they're going to be in the 1-1 for the rest of the time. And with the aggressiveness here at South Central, I think they're going to have a lot of opportunities. Macy Morris
puts it in.
She puts it in. That's her first free throw of the night. She's got 8, 11, 12 points now for the Lady Dragons. Nice, consistent 6 and 6.
And puts it in.
13 now for Macy, and the lead is back up to 14 for the Lady Dragons.
They're looking to get it low. They're trying to get it to Wolf. Caddy corner. Drives, fakes, pulls back. And it's tipped and stolen by Morris. Kicks it out to Manikowski. Manikowski goes up. And it's a fifth foul, and she's going and one.
And one.
Oh, my. That is absolutely huge. So, oh, my word.
So Anthony's going to foul out Manikowski with the bucket and the foul. And that's big for the Lady Dragons.
That
Number
is
30. Faith Biggs checks back in.
That is absolutely monstrous call.
So mark that down. 4:23 left. 16-17.
Manikowski puts it in. The senior stepping up.
17-point lead with 4:22 left, and their stud defender just fouled out.
Ball's up, gets it over. Shot, runs it in, and it's a good lay-in. Good battle.
Wilfong with the bucket.
And it's thrown away. Manikowski. She was standing still the entire time. Oh, my word, and they call a block.
It's only the second on Manikowski.
Oh, my word. She was parked there. You guys that are watching, you let me know if she wasn't just standing there waiting for her to turn into her and hit her. That's what I could see.
The Lady Dragons just got to recoup. They've gotten a little turnover happy again with 6 here in the fourth quarter. It's been a up and down swing for them all game long with turnovers.
Shots up, and it's long. Manikowski. Wolf gets the rebound. Stolen by Stricker, and she's going to dribble out of traffic and try to slow it down. Gets across the timeline, gives it over to Dunlap. Morris. Dunlap up, throws it, and she's fouled, and she's going to the line. No
Foul
real choice.
will be on Mueller, her second.
No hope of really making that one, but she knew that she'd get the foul called.
Biggs on that, her first. Some big free throws here for Morgan. 1 of 2 from the line here tonight.
Smooth as silk.
First one is good. Got a couple subs, 44 Kidwell and 34 Morgan Ward's going to check into the game. She's a 5'4 senior for the Lady Satellites. I don't have her down as being in the game yet. 16-point lead. Morgan Dunlap at the line, shooting 1.
All right, let's see. Second one's long.
Off the mark, Dunlap.
And Morris just about snags it. Here they come. Here's a quick 3, and it's good.
Mueller
gets it over. And no foul called. Ball's 3, and Stricker's got to relax. And they let's have the bucket. Dragons up by 11. 3 minutes left. Need to settle down. Manikowski.
5-point swing right there for South Central.
And Manikowski is smart. Takes it out, kicks it back in and down. Dunlap. Jump ball. It's going to go towards Satellites.
Turnovers here in the fourth quarter. 8 now for the Lady Dragons. And they're holding on to an 11-point lead here with under 3 minutes left. Travel, no call.
Well, the biggest thing is what's been, and theirs is at the other end.
Good job by Macy Morris.
Morris gets it back.
Jump ball.
But the big thing has been against us all season, and we've talked about, is getting points off turnovers where Satellites haven't, and we are, and that's where the difference is. Stricker. They want Wolf. She's out at the moment. Kuntz. And Coach Teal says, no, run that clock a little.
Smart play by the senior Kuntz.
Dunlap. Morris wide open, puts it in for 2 and misses. And she's going to the line, no shooting 2. Great vision and just
Foul
unfortunate.
On Ward, her first. And Macy Morris at the line. She is 2 of 2 from the line here tonight. Misses the first.
And needs this one here. Keep the Dragons going in a positive state of mind. And smooth.
44-32, 12-point lead.
Morris going to be out high. They're going to try to shoot the 3. Kicks it over. Here's the 3, and it's good.
Well, that is the second in a row for Mueller. And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point Lady Dragon lead.
Here comes Kuntz. Goes up and misses. Wolf has it. Wolf doesn't seem comfortable. She passed up the 3. Mueller. Short. Over the back. No call. Shots up and good.
Wildfong, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point Lady Dragon lead with 1:38 left to go. And Coach Teal calls a timeout. He wants to talk it over with the girls. They've had a lot of ups and downs here in this one, and right now fourth quarter is not been good to them. We're going to take a break, come back here in 30 seconds.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back. Lady Dragons need to find their rhythm again here. The Lady Satellites with all kinds of momentum. And they've cut the lead, which was once 16, down to 7 with 1:38 left. And Lady Dragons, just need to settle down, handle the ball. They're in the double bonus, so they need to just be strong with the ball.
Inconsistent. Gets over to Kuntz. Kuntz holds it, and there it gets over to Dunlap. Manikowski.
Just be smart. Make them foul you.
Picks her dribble up, kicks it over. Dunlap. And there's a foul.
If they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, there's a couple that could have got earlier.
Wildfong is going to get the foul. It's going to be her second, and that's going to put Dunlap at the line. Dunlap needs to put these in. She's 2 of 4 from the line here, and these are big ones here for the Lady Dragons.
She's going to rise to the pressure here. And just off the mark.
Misses the first. Needs to put this one in here. Give the Lady Dragons an 8-point lead. And she's off again, but Macy Morris
gets a huge offensive rebound. Manikowski gets the ball at the Stricker. Stricker about loses it, gets it back. Manikowski. Wow, they tried to foul, and there, Manikowski hits the ground. She's going to the line.
I guess that's what they're resorting to. They got to knock them over to get them
blow the whistle.
Foul's going to be on Mueller, her second. Manikowski's at the line shooting 2. One of one here tonight.
And off the mark.
Lady Dragons are leaving a lot of points right now. They're 0 of the last 3 from the free throw stripe.
Senior night, she was perfect from the free throw line. So need to get her back in that making it. I tell you what, ladies, settle down, breathe deep. Manikowski's used to pressure, and she's long on that one. Kuntz. Oh, full timeout. Oh, he called full timeout before the foul. Thank goodness. Oh, he knows he's still giving the foul.
So Kuntz is going to get the foul call. That's her third, and Lady Dragons 0 of 4 here in the last 2 trips to the free throw line. And we'll see. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite him in the rear. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, we got exactly 1 minute left to go. Lady Dragons holding on to a 44-37 lead, but they've missed
four in a row.
Free throws here in a row.
4 in a row, girls. Come on.
Dunlap and Manikowski both went 0 of 2 from the line.
Over. Come on, girls. You guys relax.
Leaving the window open here for the Lady Satellites. We've seen crazier things happen, Andy, in the sectional play with South Central and Argos.
Well, the Dragons are pretty safe if they pay attention to the game.
Well,
just because a little pressure to slow them down. No easy threes. And there it is. Oh, and she fakes it. Good defense by Kuntz. It's missed. Rebound. Shots again. Missed. Manikowski battling, of course. Manikowski battling.
Well, Satellites are going to retain possession on that call.
And there's a good 15 seconds gone. Helps the Dragons clockwise. Here's the long one. Picks it up for dribble. Kicks it down low. Kicks it out for three, and it's short. Rebound, Morris. Kicks it over to Dunlap, and Dunlap's going to be fouled.
All right, she's got to hit these smokers. Going to get called with her second, and that's going to put Dunlap at the line shooting two. Big free throws here for Morgan Dunlap.
Well, see, I'd like to see Morris dribble on out of that and just dribble down the court and get the foul. She knows how to shoot free throws, too. Dunlap, these are huge. And she's short.
Oof. Well, the Lady Dragons are keeping the door open here. 0 of 5 down the stretch from the free throw line.
She's going to make this one. And she's long. Rebound, Kuntz! Gets the ball back, and she's jump ball, and it's going to be Dragons again.
Wow. Two big rebounds, Macy Morris on the first time, and then Kuntz on that one saves the Lady Dragons possession.
Out of 3 free throw shooters, the Lady Dragons have had 2 offensive boards, and they've been absolutely humongous. And Manikowski's fouled now.
Well, she gets another opportunity. Let's see if she can
She's going to close out the game here. All that time, on only 0.4 seconds went off the clock. 0.4, that's it. For catching it and dribbling twice and a foul, 0.4. Come on. Wake up, people.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor with 29.6 seconds left. Lady Dragons holding on to a 7-point lead, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, Abby Manikowski at the line. She's got a chance to redeem herself. She missed her last 2. And Lady Dragons 0 of 6 down the stretch here from the free throw line. They got to put these in. Coach Teal is going to have a coronary on the sideline if they don't make some free throws here.
Senior night, they were pretty awesome from the free throw line, and Manikowski misses. The Lady Dragons shot 73% from the free throw line, and they have missed the last 7 in a row. And yes, and that one goes in. We'll take it.
Finally, we get one to roll.
We'll take it.
2 of 5 for Manikowski, and it's a 8-point lead now. So used to saying 7.
Wolf drives, shot, misses, rebound Stricker. And she's going to be fouled. 15 seconds left. Lady Dragons looks like they're going to manage to hold on to this.
Mueller with the foul, her third. Puts the senior Stricker at the line. See if she can convert here from the free throw line.
And the first one's,
oh my God,
way off.
What was that?
That is just the way the night's been tonight.
That wasn't off. That was.
Oh, Lordy B.
Is there like some kind of optical illusion down there or something? I don't know.
And makes the second one. We'll take it.
Wow.
Hands straight up, no fouls. Just let them shoot it. It's not going to hurt us. Manikowski with the block. And the shot's in and out. And Kuntz throws it back, and that's going to save it. And here comes Manikowski. And that's going to do it. Lady Dragons advance to the second round of a sectional.
Final score, 46-37. Lady Dragons tried to let South Central hang around, but they end up picking up the win, and they will move on to Friday night. They will take on the Culver Lady Cavaliers in a 6:30 tip time. Lady Dragons move to 12-9 on the year. The Lady Satellites end their season at 9-13. Game number 2 coming up here from Oregon Davis puts the home team Oregon Davis Lady Bobcats at 10-12 against the Lacrosse Lady Tigers at 14-9. That winner will move on to the second game of Friday night against the Triton Lady Trojans. So we're going to wrap things up here for this evening. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Lady Dragons live to fight another day and move on to Friday night's semifinal round in the sectional, advancing past South Central. Appreciate everyone tuning in on RTC4.com. And don't forget, if you have HD RTC TV at home, you can tune in to the brand new Argos TV network on channel 341 on your HD dial. For Andy Stone, Isaac Smith, this is Steve Stricker saying goodnight here from Oregon Davis. Appreciate everybody, and we'll see you on Friday.